move on to the next spot on the board. Philadelphia Eagles at New York Jets. Eagles 5-7, 4-3 on the road. Jets 3-8, 2-3 at home. MetLife Stadium, East Rutherford, New Jersey. 41 Fahrenheit, partly cloudy, 8 miles per hour. Pull this up here. Sorry. So this Eagles spot. Eagles open up as 7-point favorites. That moves to 6.5. This total opens up at 46. It's now at either 45.5 or 45, depending on where you shop. This cash flow in this spot, 2017 tickets in, 35% of the tickets on Zach Wilson, 43% of the cash, 83% of tickets on the under. Here we go. Eagles come in off an ugly 13-7 loss at the Giants. They're another tricky team to support. Jalen Hurts looked awful, going 14-31 for 129 yards, no touchdowns, 3 interceptions. He did run 8 times for 77 yards. He's dealing with a sore ankle. His list is questionable. Hurts had only thrown 5 interceptions all year before throwing 3 picks. Kenneth Gainwell led receivers with just 3 catches, 32 yards. But they did have their third straight 200-yard rushing game, 208 yards. Boston Scott ran 15 times for 64 yards in the touchdown, but he did lose a fumble. Miles Sanders ran 9 times for 64 yards, and he had ankle and foot injuries that were bothering him, but they say he's heading in the right direction to be available on Sunday. The defense held their own, kept the Eagles in it, 1 sack, 5 quarterback hits. Guard Jack Driscoll was placed on IR with an ankle injury, and guard Brandon Brooks is not coming back anytime soon because they have the bye next week. So at this point, he'll come back week 15. So cornerback Tate Gowan and running back Jordan Howard were inactive. List is questionable this week. Jets come in off a 21-14 win at Houston. Zach Wilson returned 14-24 for 145 yards. I talk about wanting to back talented quarterbacks when they sit and watch for 4 weeks. And I did see a different Zach Wilson. And I know that the numbers won't show that. But maybe it was that early pick, but he seemed to be really in control and not taking huge risks. And I did think that he looked better. Braxton Berrios, 2 catches for 47 yards. Elijah Moore, 4 catches for 46 yards. Tevin Coleman looked good. Nice to have him back in the lineup. Ran 16 times for 67 yards. Ty Johnson, 6 carries for 42 yards. Austin Walter, 9 carries for 38 yards and a touchdown. The defense looked great. 5 sacks, 7 quarterback hits. John Franklin Myers, after signing that 4-year, $55 million extension, had a nice pick. Sheldon Rankins injured his knee in the fourth quarter. It wouldn't be a Jets game if there weren't a ton of injuries. So Quincy Williams injured his calf in the fourth quarter. Trayvon Wesco had a knee injury late. So let's go over all this again. So Keelan Cole is reserve COVID list. Mekhi Becton is still not practicing and is not going to play this Sunday, but expect him back week 15 after the bye. And sorry, that's not the bye. Sorry, the bye is it's not. That's the wrong squad there. I don't know if they're not. Sorry. Let's go back to these injuries here. Corey Davis, questionable right now. Denzel Mims, illness, not COVID related. Wesco is expected to miss 2 to 4 weeks after that injury. Mike White is still in COVID protocols and won't clear them. Quincy Williams is expected to be a full go after that calf injury. Zach Wilson expected to be a full participant, but he did hurt his knee. And Sheldon Rankins is listed as questionable. Here we go. Bebsie, take it away here for the Eagles against the Jets.
I think just the uncertainty with Hurts is enough to keep me off of this game until I know a little bit more. It sounds like he's going to be out. And look, I like Minshew. I think Minshew is capable of beating the New York Jets team. The New York Jets, I feel bad because they've got some decent players in place, and those players just keep getting hurt. And I think in a couple of years, we might not be laughing at the Jets so much as we are now. They're currently slated to have the number 4 and number 5 pick in the draft. As long as Saleh and company don't fuck those up, we're looking at a turnaround, I think, for the Jets. But I mean, there was debate a couple of years ago over Quinnen Williams and Nick Bosa. And, Quinnen Williams has just played okay. Mekhi Becton is phenomenal, but he's always hurt, and that's frustrating. So I can't back the Jets here. I want to back the Jets. I want to fade the Eagles in this one. But I can't, and I need to know more about Hurts before I do anything in this game. So this is a stay away game for me this week.
Yeah, so I thought he was questionable and would still be good. A lot of guys saying he's doubtful. Vitalis looking on Roto right now. Brady says no confirmation. All I've heard is he's pretty hurt with that ankle. Trusty said I was all over Philly last week, and that they absolutely sucked. 7 points. He's on the under, looking at the under in this Eagles-Jets game. Well, I guess Jalen Hurts is a big piece of this puzzle that we need to figure out if he's going to be in the lineup. And after losing Driscoll and not getting Brandon Brooks back, they're in trouble. Slotsy says the Eagles have a bye after this. Why would they rush him back? Yeah, it's the Eagles with the bye after this week, or do they both? God, I got it. Sorry, I'm tripping out over this bye situation.
I thought Brooks was done for the year. Is he not?
No.
Okay.
No, I read that he's going to. No, that it looks like he'll be back week 15 at this point. It looks like he'll be back week 15. All right, let's keep rolling here. More information obviously needed here with Hurts, and it would be very interesting if Minshew got an opportunity in this spot. What do you think of Zach Wilson moving forward here? Do you trust him? Do you trust Salah late in the season as a dog maybe to cover for us?
I think they need to be very careful with when they play him because, my apprehension of Zach Wilson before the draft was that shoulder surgery he had on his throwing shoulder, not from an injury, but rather from a repetitive use in his style of throwing. So you already know he's got a shoulder issue. He's already been down with other injuries this year. He's got a bad knee right now, and his, super talented young left tackle is hurt a lot. If I'm the Jets, you're 3-8, you're an entirely new coaching staff. You'd be crazy not to just rest him and let him. Like, what are you playing for? You're 3-8. Your season's over. So just protect Zach Wilson's health for now. And, worry about the wins down the road. I get it. Nobody wants to tank. Nobody wants to lose games. Maybe front office does, but players don't. And I don't think coaches do either. But you have to look at this intelligently and protect Zach Wilson for now. Zach Wilson has all the skills to be a supremely talented quarterback in this league. But if he's too banged up before he can take that next step, you're going to have wasted a number 2 overall pick on him.
Yeah, I mean, it's our worry about Jack Hughes in hockey, the same kind of worry.